Let us revisit rational numbers with a focused approach to solve assignments given till now. We are considering the corrective measure to common errors too. First, mental math. To add 8 1 by 7 and 5 4 by 7, as both of the proper fraction parts in the mixed have denominator 7, it's comfortable and easy to add 1 by 7 and 4 by 7 and 8 and 5. So add 8 and 5 to get 13 and add 1 by 7 and 4 by 7 to get 5 by 7. So combine the two, the result is 13 5 by 7. Second one, 12 5 by 9 minus 9 7 by 9. Check. We can separately consider the difference between the whole numbers and the difference between the fractional parts. So let us deduct 9 from 12 and write the answer as 3 first, and then add it to the difference between 5 by 9 and 7 by 9. Observe, it is 7 by 9 being deducted from 5 by 9. So it is, the sign of the rational number is negative. So that is minus 2 by 9. So write it. Now add to the resulting difference between the whole numbers. So add it to 3. You get it as 2 7 by 9. This also can be done without the LCM approach, because 3 added to minus 2 by 9 is nothing but 3 minus 2 by 9. We have studied that. From 3, 2 by 9 being deducted is 3 has 2 and 1 in it, and that 1 has 9 by 9. From that 1, 2 by 9 is taken away. So there 7 by 9 remains and 2 separately retained first. So 2 7 by 9 is the answer. Visualize these. This is easier approach than the LCM method. Third one, 21 minus 21 by 23. Plenty of errors in this sum I have seen. So 21 minus 21, 0 is written. Observe, many have written that 21 minus 21, 0. It's wrong, because the question is, first number given is a whole number 21. From this, a small number which is 21 by 23, which is less than 1. We know that every proper fraction is less than 1. So 21 by 23 is deducted. So 21, in mind only you keep away 20 and take only 1 separately, because from that 1 I can comfortably deduct 21 by 23, because that 1 is 23 by 23, right? So deduct 21 by 23 from that unit 1. So that is 2 by 23. 23 by 23 minus 21 by 23, that is 2 by 23. Pictorially we represented in the first presentation. Like that, you have to split that 21 as 20 and 1 using the tree method, and that from that 1 only we are deducting 21 by 23. So the answer is 20, which was untouched in the beginning, and the 20 now combining with the 2 by 3. Fourth one, 19 minus 25 by 24. Convert in mind, 25 by 24 is nothing but 1 by 24. So first deduct 1 from 19, you get 18. From 18 again deduct 1 by 24, you get 17, 23 by 24. Visualize these. Don't go for LCM method. It is long. Checking whether true. First one, minus 1, 1 by 8 is given, and we are asked to find out, is it the reciprocal of 8 by 9 or vice versa. Remember, any reciprocal, when we write the reciprocal of a number, the sign is same. That is A by B, B by A. Only the ulta, the inverted parts. So the sign remains same. So seeing this only, we can say answer is no, false. But if need be, you can convert. 1 by 8 is minus 9 by 8 and the given number is 8 by 9. So 8 by 9 and minus 9 by 8 are not mutually reciprocals. Next one, 3 1 by 3 is given similarly. Convert it, 10 by 3 you get. Is it the reciprocal of 0.3? For this you need to see what is 0.3. Convert it back to fraction. You get it as 3 by 10. Of course 10 by 3 and 3 by 10 are mutually reciprocal. So true. Third one, reciprocal of 3 by 13 you have to write first. 13 by 3. This is to be multiplied to the given number minus 6 by 13. So minus 6 by 13 into 13 by 3. Not 3 by 13. 13 by 3 is the reciprocal. So that has to be multiplied. Cancelling 13 and then dividing minus 6 by 3 or again cancelling by 3 gives the answer minus 2. Find. This also is mental math. Rapidly you can answer. That's why I have written rapid math. Fourth one. Additive inverse of 2 to be written, that is minus 2. Reciprocal of 2 is also to be written, that is 1 by 2. Now, minus 2 divided by 1 by 2. Fraction division. Beware, you have to write the multiplication symbol to calculate it and write the invert, the reciprocal of the second. So 1 by 2 becomes 2 by 1 and first minus 2 is undisturbed. So multiply the 2, answer is minus 4. Here also error was seen. So though it is appearing silly, you need to be very careful while attempting such questions. Fifth one, additive inverse of 3 to be written, that is minus 3 and minus 3's successor. 1 next, that is minus 2. Assignment part 1a. The standard forms of the rational numbers are asked. So recollecting the definition of the rational number in the standard form, it is, let us recollect that the numerator and the denominator must have HCF 1 or they are supposed to be co-primes. So we need to see, is there any number which can divide the numerator and the denominator, and that maximum number we need to find out. Or in other words, we need to write it in the simplest form first. Next, just see that the negative sign is in the numerator. Also, if it is negative improper, convert to mixed. So, 57 and 38 getting divided by 19. So, divide by 19, you obtain as minus 3 by 2. Observe, it is negative improper, convert to mixed, minus 1, 1 by 2. Second one, 25 by minus 15. HF is 5, divide it. So you get it as 5 by minus 3, but this is not simplest form. Again you need to reconvert to mixed and negative goes with the mixed, minus 1, 2 by 3. Or at least write it as minus 5 by 3 to represent it in the simplest form. Actually standard form requires minus 1, 2 by 3 also. Next one, 26 by minus 39. HCF being 13, divide by 13, you get it as 2 by minus 3 and finally write it minus 2 by 3 because denominator should be positive. As the rational number is negative, that negative sign should be indicated with the numerator. Next, the number line representation of rational numbers. So recollect the two arrow marks at the two ends compulsory and Equal distance is also important between two units. While marking, the simpler method was taught to help you understand that you can mark positive integers to the right and negative integers to the left and mark all denominators as 5. So that makes it easy to draw the number line. So use that method and draw. Now, observe that 5 by 5 is 1 and beneath that you write it plus 1 and to the left side minus 5 by 5 is minus 1 indicated. And the question also demands write those two integers between which all the rational numbers given lie. So plus 1 and minus 1 are the two integers at the two extremes. Remember. Last, absolute value of minus 11 by 13 is asked. We know that absolute value is the distance from 0 to that particular number given. That means from 0 to minus 11 by 13 on the number line, but without considering the direction on the number line, because left is always considered negative, right is positive. But for absolute value, we are not considering the direction, just the units, how far it is from 0. So that is 11 by 13. So in simple terms, whenever absolute value of any number is given, whether it is positive or negative, inside the absolute value symbol any number, so just write it as 11 by 13. It is not positive, not negative. Observe, the answer 11 by 13 we obtain is a proper fraction and it lies between 0 and 1. We have studied all the proper fractions. They lie between 0 and 1. In the number family, whichever proper fraction exists, positive, they lie between 0 and 1. And if it is negative proper, then it lies between 0 and minus 1. Assignment 1b. Adding the three rational numbers. First, minus 2 by 5 and minus 3 by 5 you add in mind. That gives minus 5 by 5. Add it to the whole number 2. So minus 5 by 5 is minus 1. Add it to 2 to get it 1. Next one, 3 by 4, 5 by 7 and 1 by 4 and minus 4 by 7. Obvious, combine 3 by 4 and 1 by 4. You get it as 1. 5 by 7 and minus 4 by 7. You get it as 1 by 7. Answer is 1 by 7. These are the rapid questions which are to be answered quickly. Third one, 1 minus 9 by 11. This was pictorially also illustrated. 1 can be 11 by 11, 9 by 9, 7 by 7, anything. So here you consider it as 11 by 11 and deduct 9 by 11 from that. That gives 2 by 11. Minus 2 by 3 and minus 1 by 3. We know 2 by 3 and 1 by 3 when added we get 1. As both are negative, it is negative 1. Minus 1 being added to the whole number 3. It is the whole number 3. It is not having any denominator. Observe. So 3 plus minus 1 is 2. Next, area of the parallelogram is evident question. Use the correct formula and find the height as 2/3 of 2 by 3 of 15. So find it separately. 2/3 of 15 gives 10. And that 10 to be multiplied to the given base 15 to obtain the answer 150 square centimeter. Unit is important. Next, to check whether 1.8 and 1 by 8 are same. 1.8 in the fractional form is 18 by 10 or 9 by 5. So this is not same as 1 by 8. Remember, we know one is improper, one is proper. Next one, adding the two, direct answer 18 by 8. Adding in mind is possible, simple. Third one, to put it in the ascending order. Observe the numbers given. 0.48 is very close to half. 0.99 is very close to 1. So now the fractions you take. 4 by 13 is less than half. And 5 by 8 is more than half. So you have to put these two fractions on either end of 0.48. So that is the ascending order. 5 by 8 is more than half, easy because 4 by 8 is half. Last one, 6 3/4 minus 3 and half. So 6 minus 3 is 3. 3 by 4 minus half is quarter. So it is 3/4 in mind, no need to convert and all. And deduct 1.25. 1.25 is nothing but 1/4. So from 3/4 deduct 1/4, you get it as 2. Easy approach, observation important. Adding rational numbers, they are all mixed. But observe, there is a common feature in the proper part of the mixed number. So 2 by 3, 2 by 3, everywhere 2 by 3 is the proper part. So add the whole numbers first. This is very convenient. So add 3, 5, 7 and 9 and you get it as 24. And the 4 proper parts, that is 2 by 3, when added we get it as 8 by 3. Observe, 8 by 3 itself is improper. So convert 8 by 3. When 8 by 3 is converted, you get it as 2 by 3. Now add this 2 to the 24 and make it 26, and the extra proper part should be attached to the answer. So answer is 26 2 by 3. Next question, multiplication of two rational numbers, one in mixed, one is proper. So while multiplication, first convert. So when you convert, you get it as 23 by 11 and the other one is given 11 by 12. So cancel 11 and then write 23 by 12. But it is improper, convert to mixed as 11 by 12. This puzzle, very few could solve correctly. I know the given puzzle, the first one, whatever was shown, is not having any clue to see the equal parts in it. But we can visualize it in rows and columns and complete these rows and columns accordingly. So I have done that work using the red lines. I have completed the grid. So now you can write easily the fraction. I have not changed the parts. The entire figure is same, but only thing is the vertical lines and the horizontal lines are drawn till the end. So now it is very evident. And there are two more questions which you have to consider for assignment. Note it down.